Totems 2019 Run Offense Schematics. If you'd prefer to just read this on your own, there is a printed copy available, or you can just watch this, turn the volume down, read it yourself. Basic identification of defensive players with an emphasis on perimeter blocking. Wideouts will follow these rules on every running play, Auburn or Alabama, with few exceptions. We cannot be in a hurry as we approach the line of scrimmage from the huddle. Every player must make the same identifications on every play. It must become a part of getting into your stance. We must work extra hard at this when we get tired. Sometimes the identification doesn't mean anything because we are passing the ball or running a different kind of play, but we still make our identifications. Special note on this playbook and every other kind of football playbook. Defensive players are aligned where we think they will be when the ball is snapped. We use a plus and minus numbering system to help account for unusual defensive alignments. The examples we're going to give you are just that. They're examples. Use the examples to help make your own generalizations. The lines drawn show you where the defender will probably be standing on the snap of the ball. Probably. Defenders are sneaky. On the snap of the ball, defenders refuse to stand still. They will run to where they think the ball is going. Guaranteed, if you step at them on the snap of the ball, they will not be there. You must think like a sneaky defender and intercept him on a line between where he is and where the running back, quarterback will be. The lines drawn on these pages are simply to show you who you are blocking, not where they will be during the play. Blocking is not rocket science, nor is it MMA. You never ever need to knock a defender to the ground. Very seldom does that result in anything good. In our style of offense, we want perimeter blockers to get as square to the defender as possible and get all of you on all of him. This is as much about timing, initiating contact when the runner is close by, as it is about holding a block for 6 seconds. Because you'll never ever know where the ball is going, it is important that you don't get on a defender's side. That may draw a penalty at best. If you do find yourself on a defender's side, wait for him to turn back into you. Always work to get into the face of the defender. What is an anchor, and where is the anchor found? On this play, red right, 33 Auburn, we know that's an inside zone. We know the tailback is going to get the ball and run toward the offensive left. We know the quarterback is going to either hand the ball off or keep the ball. So the first thing we need to do is identify the anchor. And who is the anchor? Well, the anchor is the second level player that is closest to the play side gap. It's important to identify the anchor, and the center will yell it and point it, and the guards will echo it. So in this case, the mic is the anchor. The center and play side guard will combo block. They'll run a go on the front side defensive alignment and anchor. The key point, though, is that everyone else on the entire team knows where the mic is, know who the anchor is. So how do we identify the plus and minus side of the defense? On this same play, we've identified where the anchor is. Where is the plus and minus side? We will find the plus players on the running back's path, and that's going to be in blue, the plus side. And the minus players on the quarterback's path, the green side. Whiteout hint number 1. Whiteouts on the same side as the offset running back are on the minus side. Whiteout hint number 2. Whiteouts listen to the offensive line. If they hear their tackle yell and point at the -1, they're on the minus side. Whiteout hint number 3. Whiteouts on the opposite side of the offset running back are on the plus side. Where is the +1 and who blocks the +1? On every single running play, who blocks the +1? Well, who is the +1? Wide receivers to the side of the path of the running back, the plus side, will cover up and block the +1 and +2 defenders. The front side receiver, number 2, identifies the +1. The +1 is the first, second, or third level defender outside of the anchor that presents the biggest danger to the running back. It will more often than not be an outside linebacker or an up safety, but identification is the key. So we're on the plus side, and there's the +1. See him? That's the +1. And so the first wideout on the plus side has the +1. Where is the -1 and who blocks the -1? This is the same play, 33 Auburn. Who's the -1? The -1 will always be the responsibility of the interior 5 offensive linemen. In most cases, the -1 will be the responsibility of the backside tackle. Most cases, not all cases. First, second level player outside of the anchor. There he is. There's the -1. And the tackle in this case has him. Anytime we block a minus player, we're really blocking for the quarterback. However, taking on the defender as square as we can, allowing any runner to make a cut off of our block is best. But plus defenders are defending against the run by the running back. The minus defenders, their responsibility is to stop the quarterback. Where is the +2 and who blocks the +2? Well, again, this is where we ended up on the last screen. Who is the +2? The number 1 receiver to the front side identifies the +2. The +2 is the second or third level defender outside or behind the +1 that represents the biggest threat to the running back. Now, you may think it's this player or this player. Number 1 out here, the X, has to make that decision on who's the biggest threat. In this case, we believe it's the free safety. That's the +2. Where's the -2 and who blocks the -2? Who is the -2? Well, the first backside wideout, number 2 receiver, identifies the -2. The -2 is the first, second level or player from the third level that will be responsible for the alley outside of the -1 toward the receiver. So in this case, it's the strong safety. Where's the -3? Who blocks the -3? Well, the number 1 receiver to the backside identifies the -3. The -3 is the second or third level defender outside or behind the -2 that presents the biggest threat to a running quarterback. There he is. That's the -3, and the Z is the receiver that blocks him. Where is the orphan and who blocks the orphan? Well, the orphan is the first defensive player head up to the outside of the tackle on the quarterback's path, in most cases. We do not block the orphan. The orphan is the player that the quarterback reads on all run plays except for 16 and 17, the quarterback counter. So there's the orphan. Who does the backside guard block? Who does the backside guard block? Well, that's the backside guard. The backside guard blocks the first defensive lineman or blitzing linebacker that is a line from the center's near shoulder to the offensive tackle's near shoulder. So all the way from here to here, this guard blocks that man. The guard is blocking for the running back and will do everything possible to prevent the defensive tackle linebacker from pursuing to the running back's path. In this case, he blocks the offset nose. Who does the front side tackle block? The frontside tackle blocks the first defensive lineman head up to outside. The frontside tackle is blocking for the running back and wants to drive the defender up and out at a 45-degree angle. Most importantly, he wants to get on and stay on the defender and not let him cross his face, ever.